Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Monday Breakthrough. So first things first, I would like to thank all of my previous guests for joining me for the live Instagram sessions. 11 amazing guests, 10 incredible conversations, and I feel truly inspired by all of them. The great news is there are more conversations coming very soon. And today I want to talk about an idea, an advice that's come up a few times in these conversations, sometimes from my guests and sometimes from me. As you guys already know, I design fonts and I'm in the type making business. And no matter how much I love creating different fonts, and I really do, I also cannot forget that in the end, this is a business. And there's one principle I've followed ever since I started designing fonts. Build first, perfect later. And honestly, this works for most types of businesses, whether you are creating apps, templates, your own mockups, selling posters, or even building a website for your services. I always go with build first, perfect later. When I started making fonts, I made 3 right away and published them with just one weight, no personal website, and I sold them on just one platform. And it turned out I was good at making fonts people liked. So I kept going. I continued designing typefaces, and at the same time, I was slowly building the business side of things, expanding to the other platforms, creating a basic website. And now, 7 years later, I'm finally finalizing my first personal custom website for selling my own fonts. And that's exactly what I mean by build first, perfect later. If I had waited until everything was just right, the perfect branding, the perfect website, the perfect portfolio, I probably still wouldn't have published my first font. And this can be applied to so many creative paths. I've seen it again and again with fellow designers, illustrators, photographers, even some of the guests I've had on the Type Convo. The ones who are doing well are not the ones who waited until they felt completely ready. They are the ones who started, learned by doing, and just kept improving along the way. Now, of course, there's a huge difference between putting out sloppy work and simply launching something that's good enough to start. The goal isn't to be careless, it's to get momentum, because momentum is magic. Once you start putting your work out there, you start learning what people connect with. You start building confidence, and confidence doesn't come from waiting. It comes from showing up again and again and again. For me, every font I released was a chance to learn about type, about selling online, about how people actually use fonts. And with every new launch, I was one step closer to building a real sustainable business. Even now, with my website still in progress and more ambitious projects on the horizon, I keep reminding myself, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real. Put it out, get feedback, evolve. A font with just one weight, perfect. Add more weights later. And if you are listening to this and you're in that place of waiting, of preparing, of telling yourself, I'll launch it when it's better, this is your sign to just go for it. Publish the product, share the idea, start the project. Your future self will thank you, because you'll either get results or you'll get a lesson, and both are good for you. So that's your Monday breakthrough for today. Start messy, learn fast, refine as you go. Nobody's first version is perfect, but it can still change your life. Thanks for being here today, guys. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who's stuck in perfection mode, or post it to your stories and tag me. And don't forget, new Type Convo guests are coming very soon. You will not want to miss them. Until then, stay creative, stay curious, and keep the convo going.